What are some early indicators that the real estate market is beginning to change? Now, change does not mean a market crash or even a correction. However, we can go from a red hot seller's market to more of a seller's market. Now, in today's video, we're going to go over 10 early indicators that the market is beginning to change, and we're going to start right now. Hi, my name is David Matney with Nebraska Realty. I'm a local realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. Now let's jump into today's topic. Now, the first indicator is that when you listed a home earlier this year, if you listed it on a Thursday, it would probably be under contract and ready for processing Monday morning. Well, as the market began to change, you would begin to get emails from other agents saying, and this would be in the subject line, hey, this one made it through the weekend. And so that was an early indication that the market was beginning to change. Most real estate brokerages have an internal Facebook page just strictly for agents. And so you would get listing agents that would ask questions about activity. And they say, hey, how was your activity in the $400,000 price range this weekend? Okay, the third indicator that the market was beginning to change was that homes would sell so quickly that it wouldn't even make it to Sunday in order to have an open house. So now you're starting to see more open houses. In fact, I was out showing homes this weekend and there were 2 open houses on the same block, which is something that I haven't seen for the past 2 years. Another indicator that the market was beginning to change was when you're setting up showings. Let's say you had a buyer that was interested in 5 properties. Well, you would go to set up showings on those 5 properties and 4 of them would be already under contract. Well, now when you're setting up showings, you're starting to see that more of those homes are still available. All right, here's another indicator that the market is changing, and that is for sale by owners. Earlier this year, you'd contact a for sale by owner and they would already be under contract and they would even say, hey, I got multiple offers. Now you're starting to see some for sale by owners that are now beginning to list, and some are even reaching out to agents saying, hey, come on out and list my home. Now, if you're a for sale by owner and you'd like to know more information about selling your home on your own, I'll include a link in the card above. You can check out that video. You're starting to see directional arrows. Okay, directional arrows are those little signs at the end of the block that says the agent's name and it says home for sale, and it'll be a little arrow pointing whatever direction the house is for sale. You're starting to see more directional arrows out there. This goes back to the internal company Facebook page. You're starting to see agents that are asking other agents if they would like to sit an open house during the weekend. So you're starting to see more agents having the opportunity to hold more open houses. The broker exclusive listing, that's something that I'm not a huge fan of, but that's something that you're going to start to see go by the wayside, because now when things get a little bit tougher, you're going to need your fellow agent to help you sell that property, and you need that exposure to the marketplace. So you're starting to see broker exclusives go by the wayside. Now, if you're not familiar with what a broker exclusive listing is, I'll include a link in the card above. You can check out that video. Okay, the next indicator that the market is changing are the words price reduction. For 2 years, the listing price has been the starting bid price. Now, there's one certainty in real estate, and that is the market is always changing. Again, a changing market does not mean that home prices are on the way down. It doesn't mean that we're in a buyer's market either. It just means that the market that we're in is changing. Who knows what the future holds? Nobody has a crystal ball. The past 2 years have been an anomaly. Buyers have been doing things that you would have never thought that a buyer would agree to those types of terms. All right, the market we're in is a very odd market, okay? Because if a home is priced competitively and shows well, it'll still receive multiple offers and sell quickly. Now, as a seller, you want to make sure that you do not overprice the property. In the past 2 years, interest rates have been so low and inventory has been so low that it's been almost impossible to underprice a home. If you put it out there and let's say you put it below market value, the market would just bid that property up and it would sell well above list price. Okay, it's kind of counterintuitive, but sometimes that's a much better strategy than pricing it high to start with. It's kind of counterintuitive, but that's the way that works. Now, as an agent, you would go on a listing appointment and you would have all the data that would support, let's say, a listing price of $285. You would put it on the market let's say at 300, and lo and behold, you would sell it for 330, and the buyer would be willing to waive the appraisal. Speaking of value, if you'd like access to a free online tool that would give you a monthly update of the value of your home, it's a thing called HomeBot, and I'll leave a link in the description. It's free, and what it'll do is it'll give you a monthly update of your home's value. All right, another indicator that the market is changing is the fact that I'm doing more content about the market changing. That's another indicator that the market is changing. Now, can you think of any other indicators that the market is changing? Hey, leave a comment in the comment section below. And hey, be sure to show some love for the channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. I do really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. And you make it a great day.